Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about the roles of a center, whether it be in the low post or if he's a stretch 5 as well. Okay, so traditionally the center played in the low post. He really didn't stretch out to the three-point line. However, in today's game, that is changing. He needs to be able to shoot the three-point shot pretty accurately, almost as good as a shooting guard did back 20 to 25 years ago. So that is number one. You need to have a shooting stroke. So I've got many videos on this channel on how you can learn how to shoot as well as how to shoot if you're a little bit taller. So go check out those videos. But also in the low post, you need to be able to score from close range. You need to be strong enough to score on the other team's biggest player, but you also need to be able to defend the other team's biggest player. So first off, in the low post, you need to have some special moves or any kind of moves that can help you score. So if you're an undersized player, you might want to try and get this defensive center to make contact with you when you're taking your shot. Another opportunity for you is to be able to really become good at being one dribble, create space, and then do a fadeaway after that. Okay, so what this is going to look like is you're going to get this ball, you're going to take one dribble, and then fade away. Now, a simple move that you can do in the low post that every center should be able to master is the drop step. The reason why this one is so very effective is because it's just a quick, simple one dribble move. So if your player is defending you on this side, when you get that ball, you can do a quick drop step. You can do a two-hand dribble just in case there's any kind of hacking down low. But also, you're allowed to start your dribble any way you'd like, which means that two hands is perfectly okay. You're going to turn. Now your defender should be behind your back, and you're going to go up for that shot. Now, if your defender is on this side of you, you're going to need to do a drop step towards the middle of the key. So, this is just a simple move, like I was saying. Simple move, drop step, and then a left-handed, kind of like a baby hook. So it's going to look like this. Now that's just one simple move that you can do as a center, and I've got many more on this channel, and I will try and remember to link them below. So the next thing you're going to need to be able to do is rebound. Rebound makes you get paid. Well, Kawhi Leonard said that anyways. It's pretty well true. If you can rebound, you're going to get lots of scholarships. If you can rebound, you're going to get lots of money if you make it to a professional league. Now, to rebound, it's very simple. You need to be able to know where that ball is going to go, especially after it hits that rim. So a couple of quick tips that you can use is if you're shooting from where you are right now, the ball is going to hit that rim, and one of a few things is going to happen. If that shot is short, obviously it's going to be probably bouncing back to the same direction that you're coming from. Of course, generally speaking, 75% of the shots, when they get shot, they bounce to the other side of the rim. So you can use that statistic to your advantage. See that the player is shooting from this side, and if you're playing in a zone defense, for example, you know you should probably rebound on this side. Now, of course, there's going to be different aspects coming into play, like you need to box out your own player, things like that. However, if you can still use that to your advantage. So if you're boxing out your player and he's on this side, and the ball is being shot from this side, a lot of players will just turn and seal, and rebound. But check out where my angle is right now. If you're sealing from this angle, this is the part of the rim you're going to see. Now, if you were to seal the other direction and still keep a hand on your player, you're going to be able to see this much of an angle. So if your player is on this side, instead of sealing him like this and getting that horrible angle on the rebound, what you can do is quite literally just turn, keep that hand on him, so that now, or even box out on a degree angle, where now you're boxing him out this way. You're trying to push him behind the backboard so that now you can just turn and get that rebound. So use your angles to your advantage. Now, another word of advice that I can give you is if the player is going up for a shot, you don't necessarily need to go and follow that ball with your head, because you're not doing anything. All you really need to do is see the player shoot, and from there you should be able to get an idea of is it going to be short or long? Is it going to be off angle, that kind of thing. You can find your man, box out your man, and then basically look up to the rim. All you need is less than a quarter of a second to see what that ball is going to do off that rim. So you might as well find your man, seal your man, and then get in good position to get that rebound. You don't really need to look at the rim or even look at the ball until it just about hits that rim. So you have a whole half to 3/4 of a second to box out your man and then find that ball. Now the next tip I'm going to give you is to stay straight up. Stay straight up on defense. You don't need to be reaching in. If there's a player with the ball and he's doing like some kind of a dribble move, you don't have to go in and reach in and try and steal it. You can if you want. If you're successful at doing that, it's totally fine. But if you find that 1 to 2 times a game you try that and it backfires, the guy knows what you're doing and he spins away from that, you're just giving him an advantage. So what I always like to teach my players is to stay between you, or between the net and your man. Stay between him and don't allow him to push you underneath the rim. Now, you're going to need a lot of muscle to be able to battle against the other team's biggest player. You're going to want to work on your core. You're going to want to work on your upper body, your shoulders, especially your lats, because if you've got that ball, you're doing a power move, and this guy's hanging off your arms and you're trying to get up, you're going to need to have the strength to be able to beat his arm so that you can get that and one. And like I was saying at the beginning, shooting is very important. So if you're a center, small forward, point guard, it doesn't matter. You're going to need to know how to shoot. Shooting is very important in this game today, and it probably will be in the future as well. But from there, if you want some quick tips, I'm going to give them to you right now. And that is, keep your elbow underneath the ball. Have this part of your arm straight up. If it's out like this, you're going to shoot that way. If you're in like this, it's going to shoot that way. Have it roll off your middle finger, because if it rolls off these 2 fingers, it's going to go right. If it rolls off these 2 fingers, it's going to go left. While if it rolls off the middle, it's generally going to go straight. And I want you, every single player, to practice shooting at a minimum 30 minutes a day. And that means getting close to that rim, getting a couple of swishes. Of course, I can't get a swish. There we go. Get many swishes, take a step back, take another couple of shots, and make your way back to the 3-point line at a minimum 30 minutes per day. And don't just do it straight on, do it from an angle. Learn how to use that backboard. And that's another thing that centers need to do, is learn how to use that backboard. If you want great tips, learn how Tim Duncan shoots the ball, or how he shot the ball, how he used that rim. If you want a very high percentage shot, you use that backboard. Now, it doesn't matter what position you play today, you're going to be able to need to play and guard most positions on the court. There's going to be times where you're a center, and there's other times where you're going to be a forward. So keep that in mind. And when you're playing in the pickup games, play other positions so you can get used to every other position, because you may be in grade 6 and 6 feet tall right now, like I was, and you may be a guard in the future. So make sure to learn every position anyways. Another tip is to have quick feet. Look up some foot speed drills. You're going to be absolutely thankful for that. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another twice a day basketball video.